on a very busy, busy morning. So we talked to Bill Deger from Accuweather. Bill, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday.
Thanks a lot for this weekend. Hey, our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Bill, I really think you need to look at your calendar because this is not April Fool's Day.
It's not. March can give us a little bit of everything. We were near 70 a couple of days ago over the weekend, and now we're getting our shovels and snowblowers ready for snow this weekend, and then we'll be back to near 60 next week. So this is pretty classic March weather for you all over the place.
Yeah, it really is, and we should be used to it, but we don't have to happily accept it.
That's right. Yeah, we're looking at the storm system moving in tonight. I want to stress that here. So anyone who has plans today, if you're going out and about, going to work, school, back home this evening, we're not going to be dealing with any rain or snow today. We'll be in the 50s, in fact, so it'll be such a nice day. You'll be wondering, I can't believe it's going to snow tonight and tomorrow, but that does move in later this evening. That's when we have to start worrying about some slippery roads.
We typically tend to look at our weather and traditionally in terms of percentages that the storm will hit or percentage that it's going to miss us. And I know that's the difficult thing to say because you just never know. But how likely is it that this is going to hit us?
Yeah, it's a near 100% chance that we're going to see accumulating snow. Now, the question is how much snow. We're going to be right near kind of the western side of this storm, so there will be a gradient across the area, less the further west you go, more the further east you go, the further north you go as well. And we've settled on 6 to 10 inches for our forecast, but I have to say I like the 6-inch amount verifying more than a 10-inch amount. 10 inches is there just in case this storm really wraps up quickly, hits us pretty hard. I think somewhere around 6 inches, give or take an inch or two, is where we end up with this storm tomorrow morning. Does
this start as rain, and then when does it transition to snow?
It will, yeah. I think because of how warm it's going to be today in the 50s, and when the precipitation arrives this evening still in the 40s, it probably starts as rain. Again, that's most likely, I think, between about 8 p.m. and midnight, but then by midnight and beyond, it's going over to snow. Temperatures fall below freezing, so the road's already getting dicey in the pre-dawn hours. And then our heaviest snow arrives between about 5 and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then it tapers off late morning on. So it will be a transition-type storm, then changing over to snow. And then tomorrow, behind the snow, we're not done with the hazards either because the wind will actually pick up during the day tomorrow.
No, my. Well, that's something else to deal with. But I guess in terms of when it's happening on a Saturday, when the heaviest snow is done about mid-morning, that's about as good as you can anticipate because people have time to get out, shovel things out, and be ready to go for the change of the clocks on Sunday, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. So mid-morning, I think we're really losing the steady snow by then, and maybe it's just a few flurries lingering into the afternoon. But we're going to have some issues shoveling this. First of all, it's going to be a heavy wet snow, especially the bottom layer of it. And then the wind's going to pick up throughout the day tomorrow. Temperatures will drop through the 20s, so it's going to be cold and windy while we're out there dealing with this snow. And then for good measure, yeah, like you said, we lose an hour of sleep tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, if all this snow's coming and somebody has somebody else out on the road, they might be losing that hour of sleep anyway. Hey, Bill, somebody asked me this morning, is this the onion snow? And I said, no, it's not time for onions yet, so it can't be onion snow. That has to come later. But yeah, when you look long range at the rest of March and into April, are you able to predict anything in terms of additional snows?
Yeah, I think I can look out the next couple of weeks pretty reliably and give you an idea of what it's going to be like. So that'll take us probably to the end of March, and it does look warm. I think the second half of this month ends up being warmer than average. So by the time we get to the end of the month, it's knocking on the door of April. The chances of snow are really low by then. So I'm not going to say this for sure here, but there's a high probability that this might be the biggest storm for the rest of the season. I don't see us probably getting one more than 6 to 10 inches with the fact that it's going to warm up for a couple of weeks after this.
Well, terrific. Well, we appreciate the fact that that'll be happening. No more surprises, okay, Bill?
Okay, I'll try.
We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
There's Bill Deger from Accuweather with us this morning. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS.